Hello, everybody, and welcome to TJonesGaming. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to be playing some Shadowrun. We're pretty close to getting started. I feel like I got everyone muted right now while I do the intro. Supposedly I've played this game in the past, but I do not remember playing it before. So it's all new to me. It's ridiculously complicated, and I don't know what's going on, but we're going to give it a shot. We're playing the a quick start to try out, just to for the first time, like this quick start version, fast food. What's it called? Fast food something. Anyway, fast food fight.
Welcome to the Surfer Shack, the Stuffer Shack.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you start over? I missed the beginning.
I'm sorry?
Will you start that over? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I guess everybody didn't check in to say they were ready. I was ready.
All right, here we go. Imagine a dark and stormy night. The cold drizzle of rain slips down your collar, soaking you to the skin. You're hungry, starving even. Money's tight. Even if it weren't, the number of places to get food at this pre-dawn hour are limited. There is only one place that will take your hard-earned noonin, and if it's not exactly a 4-star service, it will fill your belly and stop the grumblies. Welcome to the Stuffer Shack, the 24-hour castle of convenience shopping and high-caloric, bad for your arteries munchies. Bask in the scent of burnt soy calf and pungent floor cleaner. Absorb the humming refrigeration units, the beep of the door sensor, ignoring the wailing infant in the baby food section. Seriously, why is that brat's mom fussing so much over overpriced per ounce? One brand of baby formula is like every other brand, only the label is different. So that's your intro, and you guys are basically just walking in to grab a bite to eat.
Yum.
So just start moving your characters in.
So are we all? Do we know each other already? Or, like, is this? Are we already a group?
You know, I guess we never did determine that. If you guys don't want to know each other,
I think we should all be friends.
For this scenario,
I'm assuming you guys do. It sounds like from what I'm reading on here that you guys are you're just starting out and you haven't been able to find work, so you're grabbing a bite to eat. It's another night where you didn't find any work.
All right. So
hey Dale, it's nice to see you. It's been a while.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna be able to chat too much because when we're talking and stuff, I don't want to confuse people.
Right, well,
you know what I mean?
You just state
but
your,
it is nice
your
to see you.
what you're doing.
Playing some Shadowrun. It's a board game. We're on TTS.
Map, we don't use this map then?
No, I need that map.
That's the map. That's where we're walking into.
You're just walking into a convenience store to get something to eat. As you walk in, you notice that there's a clerk. And
so is it a convenience store with tables, or is this map not part of where we're at yet?
No, I thought this was. I thought we were at a fast food place.
It's a convenience store. So you guys are
with
just walking in,
tables.
and as you walk in,
well, just pretend those are aisles.
No, this is McHugh's.
And how far can we move when we walk? I don't remember how far I can move.
Are these the order kiosks? I'm smashing over. I'm hungry as fuck, guys.
Yeah, actually, the convenience store would yeah, no, this is about right, because these could be the aisles. Where would the heck be the checkout?
It's the order kiosk. You order your food at the kiosk and then go sit at the table.
Yeah. Well, no, this seems like there's more aisles of a drugstore.
I thought this was like a McDonald's type of a place here.
This is the food production area here with the rows here.
No, you got the other. You've got a different.
All I have is what I have.
Yeah. Because I have that.
Yeah, because it says the Stuffer Shack.
Well, that's what this.
Tea light. There's there's 18 aisles.
Are we doing the right one? Are we doing fast food fight?
No, we're not. We're doing.
You know, it sounds like okay. So I have one that's listed food fight, and you guys have one that listed food fight.
No, they're both food fight. There's some different versions of that that particular scenario.
Are you in the 5th edition Quick Start rules, which is what we said we were going to do?
It's probably a different edition.
It
Okay,
is.
so
Hold on.
I have that book. And I'm aware of that particular
The 5th edition Quick Start rules from the interweb, which
is different from the printed one.
well, we need to get on the same page.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, we should probably do the one that Joaquin has looked over already, right? So we just need a different map, I think.
All right, well, we'll just let Joaquin draw the map.
Yeah, actually, look.
Could
Let's see.
draw the map. Hold on.
Basically, you're walking in, and there's going to be 18 aisles, so it'll be 9 aisles. So how do I draw? Oh yeah, my little. Okay. So what the?
I think you want to use the paintbrush, pixel paint.
Somebody erase that. Or do I need to erase it? Whoa, come on.
My zoom in,
How do
my
I
zoom
do
in
that?
and zoom out is not
Or
working for some reason.
You could take a photo with your phone and email it to me real quick.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, I'm leaving the room for a second, coming back in because my controls are messed up.
Oop. There's no undo, and I just deleted something I didn't mean to.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I know how to get it back though.
Okay, I'm sending it to the group. So.
No, email. I don't want it on my phone.
Oh.
Please.
Why are there tiny rotating things underneath the table?
They're tassels, because it's a fancy table.
Funny. Okay.
Let me get people to do that.
So that's just like a cork board you pulled out of somewhere.
Concrete pulled out of your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Out of your
That's where I
mom's butt.
store it when I'm not using it.
I gotta go get Ruby. Hang on.
My orc is from South Africa.
All right.
I'm going to. I'll still email it to Sean, but I'm gonna take a picture of it for you guys also to see.
Okay. Ooh, that guy's cool. Shell Shock's cool looking. Ninjas. Yeah, it would be really nice if you could see all the people in the search function. It'd be so much faster.
All right, so that's the convenience store that you guys walked in, and now I'll send this to Sean.
Okay. And this one's just called Food Fight, not Fast Food Fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, then I might want to use Sledge then to stack foods.
All right, so are you guys looking at the map?
Yeah.
Get a general idea.
Yeah.
Alexa, cancel. Damn, Alexa.
It looks like that came to my phone.
He sent one as an email too. He sent it out on the text so we could all have a preview of it.
There it is. Save attachment. And Photoshop.
Alright, let's take a look at the guy I chose. That's me. And this is who I'm taking, Combat Mage. My guy's got heal.
I also have heal.
I don't even know. I gotta look up the spells.
So what was the name of it? This is a Quickie Mart? No.
Yeah, this is
It's a
the
convenience store.
It's the Snack Shack.
the Stuffer Shack.
Stuffer Shack.
Clout. I should just do a search to find clout. I don't know what clout does. 10. Clout.
All right, now I'm going to import it. So I need a components, custom, file, URL, Stuffer Shack, open, cloud. Import. And then I got to scale it up.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Combat sense.
That's pretty close.
Oh, you did it. Sweet.
All right, so it looks like the entrance is over here.
All right, so we're just going in to grab a quick snack. We've been out having
Yeah.
a good time, and the bars shut down. We need to get a snack.
Okay, so hold on. So right here is the see a gentleman, and I'll describe it. And there's a person here. Okay. So you guys are walking in through the front right here, as the description goes. And as you walk in, as you enter, so you guys are all right here so far.
Oh, we're
before
over
you do
on this
anything
side.
The baby's mama is a mildly attractive elf woman in her 20s. She carries her infant son, a nonstop screeching crier, on her hip and looks as if she hasn't slept in 2 weeks. Her clothes are rumpled, and the basket over her free arm is filled with various items. A scruffy-looking human store clerk balances on a stool behind the checkout counter. His name tag says, "Welcome to the Stuffer Shack. I'm Vern." He
The
appears
Stuffer
underage,
Shack.
undereducated, and completely uninterested in doing anything but collecting a paycheck as he stares blankly. A homely, pudgy female dwarf hangs on the side of the counter, yapping about new hair removal cream. She talks about an upcoming troll trash concert she wants Vern to take her to which Vern, absentee, replies, "Sure, Veronica."
Where's
A
she at?
mousy human technophile, dripping with cheap gadgets, hovers across the ice cream freezer. The door is wide open. This man grabs a container and puts them back in apparently random frenzy. Those, so
Is this the right one for the mom
that's what you guys see right now.
and the clerk?
Yep. So we got the clerk, and then there's one more person right here.
There's a troll lady that we need.
Yeah, there's a little dwarf. There's a dwarf lady over
Or a
here.
dwarf lady, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's two people in the aisles. There's one person over here in the freezer.
Yeah,
Why is the dwarf dressed like a stripper?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Orc stripper. So if this is the dwarf hoe, dwarf hoe. So she'll be right there. There's the mom.
And then
There's
there's a
the
guy
clerk.
getting ice cream.
Yep, there's a guy in ice cream over here, looking through, and then there's a guy in the aisle.
Maybe you should tweak your base color a little bit, Sean, so it pops a little more from the NPCs. It was fine when it was black. I knew it was you.
Mine was white.
I
Now
thought
it's
it was
gray.
black before.
This is
Yeah, I
It
know
also
that's you,
says-
but you're kind of similar in color to these other people.
Oh, did you put names on us?
they put name on me.
Alright,
Somebody put names on 'em, but
I got a name.
wait, I thought there was only one other person getting ice cream. I feel like we have an extra NPC on the board.
I'm changing my name to Sledge. Probably Sledge.
So you guys all walk in, and that's what you initially notice. Are you guys, I guess, declare your actions of what you're doing?
Alright, I'm getting some. I'm gonna be in Area G.
I'm
Okay.
going
Where's the-
over to
where's the-
Area E to get a
What kind of
slushie.
food options are there?
I'm getting a Slurpee. It's a convenience store. Get convenience store food. I'm
Alright,
getting a
in the
Slurpee.
Yeah,
nachos,
there's,
where are the nachos?
So if you're looking down the aisles,
Nachos
aisle
are gonna
one
be in
has
D.
like air filters. Aisle two, as you're looking through, is like automotive and biker supplies. Three has soap, detergent. Just it's like a 7-Eleven style.
Alright, that's
Small.
the
Aisle
nachos
four
are
is small,
probably over
high
here.
hardware.
It's like
Aisle
Devil's going to
seven
the
is the baked
bathroom.
goods.
I'm
So
dropping a deucer.
I think D is going to be where you get your. This area is clearly the beverage area that I'm in, Sean.
I got the Hershey squirts.
Alright, I turned off the gridlock so it'll be easier to place your guys wherever.
There you go.
Oh wait, that wasn't me though.
No,
okay. So
that was me.
as you guys are just roaming through the store, the elf woman checks out, taking her baby with her, of course, leaving the store in much needed silence for all about 1 minute. So she's walking out. Doo-doo-doo. Suddenly, she rushes back in
Uh-oh.
with the screeching child. Much as you might wish to ignore the noise, you can't. Hush, Cody, she coons. Mama just forgot the diapers. Vern sighs heavily. Veronica snorts. The woman barely gets 2 steps away from the front door when the entire store shakes. The noise of an explosion thunders through the store. Glass and metal fly everywhere. Someone screams, "Don't let me die, don't let me die." It takes you a moment to shake the ringing from your ears. 2 very ugly armed gangsters step through the shadow remain of the storefront, kicking over shelves and debris. They wear leather chains and a lot of tattoos. Following close behind is a dwarf with a lot of Native American flair, probably a shaman. None of y'all is going to get hurt if you keep your yap shut and stay out of the way. Now tell me where the lady with the baby is, and you're going to live to see sunrise, yells the leader.
Yeah,
You
she's
can now
right there.
roll for initiative.
Open your eyes,
And
tough
you're in
guy.
the... Who's in the bathroom?
Connor's in the bathroom.
That's me.
Bathroom.
There goes your specialist in initiative.
Hey, what happened to the guy that I was?
Yeah, he just
So I need
disappeared, dude.
2 thugs and then a dwarf or another model.
The shaman disappeared.
And the baby mama here, she comes initially running behind this aisle.
Are there
after the
supposed to be
explosion.
2 people here? I thought there was just one other person looking at ice cream.
There was one person over here with the ice cream, and then there was another person in the aisle.
Alright, well, should we put the ice cream person by the
Alright,
ice
so we
cream?
got a gangster, a shaman, and what else do we need?
A dwarf.
Gangsta shaman dwarf.
Because the dwarf is the shaman, and then he's got 2 thugs with him.
Wait, I thought this one also had 2 kids making out.
Well, we're not gonna let them take some baby mama. She's already harried enough. Oh, wait. Is this the one you were looking for? What's this?
No, that's me. That's my real. That's for my.
Oh, your real guy.
Yeah, for laters. Alright, so here's some thugs. Here's another thug. Dwarf shaman.
Okay.
Gangster.
So the clerk got knocked back. That's why I flipped him.
Okay, got
So
it.
initially he's on the floor.
Keeps wanting to flip over.
Here, just put him on.
There.
He's on the floor, and everybody else is just. Everybody else is just kind of like, okay, so this person kind of ducked down. This person just drops into this aisle. And so now I'm going to need you guys to roll for initiative.
1 dice? How many dice do we roll?
6.
I rolled a 6.
So I think mine is 11 plus.
You roll multiple dice.
I have a reaction of
it's-
3.
It depends on.
You get
Mine
2.
is 8 plus 1d6.
I have 2 sets of numbers. Do I use the ones that's in parentheses?
I believe so.
Okay, because I know that's.
I got a
the-
3.
the-
Okay, so it says somewhere on my sheet what my initiative is. Physical INIT, is that initiative?
18.
And I cribbed mine off of my dude. Yeah, there is a physical initiative, a matrix initiative, and an astral initiative.
So I need to roll physical initiative?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Whoa, what?
I'm on 11.
Wait, now I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. My initiative apparently is not very good. 6 plus 1d6.
Mine says 11 plus 2d6.
Okay, that's not my roll. This is going to be my roll.
Actually, you have. Hey, Joaquin, you have the sledge character sheet,
Yeah.
right?
Hold on. Just give me one moment.
Here.
What's your initiative, Connor?
Mine's, I rolled a 13. 7 plus 6. 7 plus 1d6, but I rolled a 6, so it's 13. Is your guy has cyberware, huh, Michael? Because that's normally what they do. Is if it's a number and then a number in attributes, that number in attributes is like the modified rating.
Wait, what?
So like you have your attribute has 2 numbers. It's got 1 in parentheses.
Yeah.
Normally the 1 in parentheses is the modified. Like he's probably got like wired reflexes or something. So that's giving him an extra die, and then it's adding probably like 2 or something to the initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically on the character sheet that, but I just wanted to be sure. Little. Still a little confusing. There's a bunch of parentheses and brackets and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's normally I think that's how they were doing it. Is the first number is like your unmodified attribute, and then the second number is the attribute with modifications. Because at least before there was like a distinction. Sometimes you would test against your unmodified attributes.
And I already forgot how we figure out how much damage the guy can take.
It's like you got like hitboxes.
It's your body divided by 2 plus 8. So everybody
Rounded
has at
up
least
or rounded
8.
down?
Round up.
So it should be 11 for my guy. No spinning the table.
I'm not spinning the table. I'm just rotating or moving my view. I'm going around the circle and the table in circles at hyper speed.
You're gonna make yourself motion sick?
Yeah, I'm about to vomit everywhere now. Oh wait, can you not see that I rolled in there? Is it hidden if it's in my color box here?
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
There's where the shaman went that I had out or before.
Oh, I just blindfolded myself.
Good job. Wait, what are we waiting on now? Other
Joaquin.
people. You do figure out what your initiative was, Tori?
Yeah, mine's 10.
Yeah, mine's, I think it's 17, 18.
Oh, because Michael's all wired up. Yeah. If I'd have taken the adept, what's hers? Oh, hers would be way better. I should have probably taken the combat adept, but that's all
It
right.
doesn't really. It's not that. Doesn't make much of a difference though.
Yeah.
Oh, Shogun rolled a critical
glitch.
glitch.
Oh, I missed it.
So I put the our initiatives up in the lower right corner. Can you see that,
Yeah.
Joaquin? I can't hear you now though. You're rolling dice, but I can't hear you. Did you lose your mic?
Oh man.
Hear me now?
Now I
A
can.
little bit.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can.
That
Do you guys hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, so the first guy we'll call Stubby. He has an initiative of 8. The second guy we'll call Crank. He has an initiative of 7. And then the Shaman. Oh wow, this guy shook. Oh, no, I thought that was a 1. The Shaman has initiative of 11.
There's only 3 of them, right?
You're saying Thug 1 and Thug 2 are Stubby and
Yeah.
his gangster's already differentiated.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
we can change their names.
I thought
Okay.
there were
So
only
Thug
3 of them
one-
total.
Do you have naming issues? Or
I don't
naming
care.
permissions?
So,
Yeah.
Thug
This one.
1 has initiative of 8. Thug
Um,
2 has
can
an
do that.
initiative of 7, and the dwarf shaman has an initiative of 11.
So this is Stevie. This one's Crank.
Thug 1 and Thug 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Like Thing
Yeah,
1 and Thing
we're
2.
not on a first name basis with these guys.
No, but it's just easier for me to.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
maybe they called out their names.
Yeah, why do we have 4 of them here? I'm pretty sure there's only 3 guys.
Because there's a gang leader, a thug, another thug, and a shaman is what I heard.
No, there was 3.
No, there's 2 thugs and a shaman. The gangster
Yeah,
is
2 thugs and a shaman.
Yeah, we're not supposed to have the gangster.
Well, you get your own guys from now on, then. Alright. Well, that evens the odds in our favor a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're taking them down. We are taking them downtown.
Alright, so it looks like Michael's got the drop. Are they inside the store?
Yes, because after the explosion, they kick over an aisle and they enter in. So where are those guys? Are they over here?
Yeah,
These
those
guys
three
right
Okay,
here.
so Thug 1, he kicked in. He's taken the lead, and then there's a shaman, and then there's one more person.
Right here, dude. They're all right
Yeah,
by the
they're all right.
door.
Oh.
There you go.
All right. So these guys have just entered in right about here. This is where they would get to initially, and then the shaman's like right here at the door, just observing everything for the moment. So highest. So basically goes Michael, Connor,
Who's Sledge?
Sean, and then the shaman, and then Tori, and then the rest of the thugs. So Michael, what are you doing? Oh, quickly, can we make one big giant dice for a round marker?
How many rounds are we gonna have?
Can you put it up to 20? Because after we go through everybody's turn, that's 1 round.
So my guy has combat sense, which is a sustained spell. Does he have that running all the time, or does he have to fire it up once the combat
You
starts?
have to cast it, and then you have to sustain it.
I see.
That's good. We can just put that, yeah. And then pull it to 1. Okay.
Okay, so this is the positioning of everybody. I will. Free action. Alright, so it says speak / text phrase.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say, damn.
You gonna say damn?
Damn, gonna drop my food. And then I'm like going to run into those guys. See where the lady is. So okay, I'm gonna run, sprint, and try to knock down clothesline both these thugs.
So each square is a meter. I tried to get the scaling right.
Oh. Alright. How far can I run?
Okay, so here's what you're allowed to do. So in the action phase, you can do a free action. Those are call a shot, which is a character may call a shot, aim for a vulnerable portion of a target with a free action. Drop an object, eject a smart clip, run, change link device mode, drop a prone, multiple attack, speak, text, transmit, phrase. A simple action, activate focus, change device mode, dismiss a spirit, fire a weapon, take cover, use a device. There's a lot, but I'm just giving you a general idea. And then a complex action would be astral projection, cast a spell, fire mounted or vehicle weapon, reload a weapon, sprint, use a skill, banish a spirit, fire long or semi-auto burst, fire weapon.
Well, I just want to.
So you get one free action, two simple actions, or instead of two simple actions, a complex action.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna do my free action, which is run towards guys, and then I guess I'll do a complex action where I'm going to try to push them like in a different direction from the mob.
Okay. So where are you at? So move your guy then.
So I'm right over here.
Ooh, I don't. What's his? What character are you playing?
Sludge.
Street Samurai.
Street Samurai.
I played Sledge, but I guess he's technically Street Samurai.
I will.
He's also an orc.
Yeah, I'm trying. You're pretty. Like, if you were right here where the dwarf is, I would say that's an easy. But now, I mean, you're pretty. You're halfway across.
I mean, what is running distance?
This length is 5 meters. 15 feet.
So even if you would say each square represents 5 feet.
Each square is about 3 feet.
3 feet.
Each square is a meter, which is about a yard, which is about 3 feet. Isn't this all metric?
Yeah.
So how many is that? Like 21 feet, basically, rough, give or take.
There's no feet in Shadowrun. I don't know where feet is.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how quick you'd be if he at this point right here would be able to make it all the way there.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, approximately 10 meters, which is approximately 30 feet or 10 yards.
Run.
But aren't there stats anyway?
Yeah,
I'm looking under something real quick. Run movement. Okay.
You can perform a sprint action.
Yeah, I'll allow that. The sprinting, he'll be able to because it says characters may sprint to increase their running distance by performing a sprint action during their action phase and making running plus a strength physical test. Each hit increases a character's run rate. So Gentry needs to make sure he can get clear of the 0 zone before blah blah blah.
So it's 2 meters per hit.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to make a test to see if you can make it.
So what do I need? How many do I need? Wait.
You need 5 hits. The dice pool is your running stat plus your running skill plus your strength stat, and your limit is your physical limit.
Yep. I know it's gonna take a while for all of us to get used to.
Yeah.
So does gymnastics add to that?
Well, if you want to do a little handspring on the way, or like a somersault or a cartwheel.
I give you about a 7.
All right. So what stats do I use for running or sprinting?
The skill running. If you have the running skill.
Oh, I don't have the running skill.
If you don't have running, then it's
a strength test.
It's -1 die to use the running skill.
Okay, so it's basically.
Oh, I thought it was -2 for out of.
Why can't he run?
No, there's running. Running is not the same as sprinting. Requires the running skill.
No, but I thought. Oh, I see.
But he would have to sprint to get over there because that's a pretty far distance.
All right, so I need to roll.
But I think defaulting is -2. I think though.
It's -1.
What? I swear I read -2.
It's -1.
I'll go with the -1 for now, and then
Oh, maybe it was on a something else. Like it was a specific thing.
Hopefully.
And then you need to roll 5s or 6s. Those count as hits. Ooh, you only got one success. And in fact, because you... What?
Nope, 1 hit.
So, because you rolled double ones and you're failing, you just stumble.
No, he doesn't get a glitch.
I'm not saying that he's falling down. I'm just saying that the floor was a little slippery, and he started to he fails. But I'm giving you the reason. I'm just trying to add more flavor text to it. So he kind of like slips on the floor a little bit,
No, he
and
doesn't. He doesn't. He only runs 2 meters.
yeah. So 2 spaces.
You might want to get the running skill.
Okay. I think he still has one more available action left, right?
You want to sprint again?
Yeah. What do I have on me right now? Okay.
Do
You know what?
do
I'm gonna try to
you have
get-
a ranged weapon of some kind?
I have tons of ranged weapons
But why the heck were you sprinting?
because I'm trying to scare them.
Well,
And I'm not
you
smart.
didn't impress them with
Now
your
they're
running
laughing.
skills. They're looking at you like, what?
Who
They're
named
laughing at
Connor
us like we're
Hershey
nubs.
Squirt?
I named my character. What's wrong with that? Sprinting adds to the distance that you can move, though.
So how much
if-
do you move if you're not sprinting?
a running movement rate of 25 meters.
Anybody can run 25 meters.
That's on page 8 under movement. It says that in the quick start rules, all characters have a walking movement rate of 10 meters and a running movement rate of 25 meters, and that you can choose to walk or run. And then under the next heading is sprinting, and it says that each hit adds 2 meters to the distance they can run in that combat turn. So you can run 25 meters for free.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Well, it's not a free action. Walking is a free action. To walk or run, the character must declare it.
Okay. So then
Walking
you don't
does
need
not
to
take up any
disregard
actions,
that.
but running
You would make
requires
it up
a
to the
free
first
action.
2, and then
No,
what did
but
you want to do?
it was still 30. It was 10 meters. Sorry, yeah, yeah. You don't even have to run to get up to him. You can just.
Walk.
Well,
Walk
free.
casually.
But you wanted to run for the
I wanted to run to-
intimidation factor.
Yeah, and then I want to try and
Could
knock him down.
walk and okay.
So knocking it, is that melee unarmed attack?
No, that's your free action. So you moved quick over there. It wasn't. You moved quick over there, and what were you gonna do on top of that? Push them, hit them with a
Yeah,
weapon?
actually,
What?
Yeah, I wanted to just kind of clothesline them, see if I could push them into area B, or at least push somebody.
Yeah, and he's trying to knock him away from the woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're there. And you're just gonna do a push. You're not gonna try to attack them.
I guess I can punch them. I mean,
You're not drawing a weapon or anything.
well, right now I don't
I
want
thought
to.
I thought it was just gonna growl at them.
Yeah, I was just gonna spit on them. No, I'm gonna just try to push. That's why I ran, so I have momentum to kind of like knock them away.
Okay, so you're gonna go up there and push this guy basically down, right? Or try to.
Or try to not like push him and kind of force him with the other guy behind him. Kind of like 2 for 1.
Okay. Well, I don't think you can get too. Oh, push him into the dwarf.
Yeah, it's kind of knock them down.
Okay. All right. Do you have any? I guess it's just a physical action.
I mean, I have gymnastics, I have intimidation. I have unarmed combat.
So you're just quickly walking over there to intimidate them. Is that what you're gonna try to do?
Well, no, okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to knock one of them down. So
Okay.
or at least push them out of the way so that the woman could.
Going for a power shove.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like unarmed combat.
So melee or unarmed combat is a complex action, so you'll do that. So you're gonna roll still to hit because and then the guy will be able to defend himself, and then we'll see if you knock him down.
Okay, so I use my unarmed combat active skill for that.
Okay.
So there's two numbers on there. There's a 10 and there's 5, and then there's 10 and a 12 in brackets.
Because you're specialized in unarmed combat.
Yeah.
So that means 12 dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's the limit? Is it a physical limit, or what's the...
My physical limit's 10.
So I guess you'd only be able to use 10 of them then?
No, he rolls all the dice, but he can't get more than 10 hits. 10 net hits. But is it an oppose? Are you doing an oppose thing, Joaquin?
Yeah, it's gonna
I
have to
will
be
be.
opposed by their body, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so that would subtract off any net hit.
And then do I add any of my attributes to this, or do I just use...
That is adding your attribute. That's where the 12 comes from.
Oh, okay.
It's the appropriate attribute plus your unarmed, specialized unarmed combat. Three hits.
Okay. Where's my dice big? Alright, so my little thug guy has a, he has unarmed combat 2.
I don't think that's what you're
Yes.
opposing it with.
No, you can
No,
oppose it with the
so
body.
defender's reaction. This is weird. I'm sorry. I'm getting used to this combat system.
Melee combat, resolving damage, defending. Defenders use reaction plus intuition to defend against melee attacks.
Ah.
Reaction plus intuition.
So reaction plus intuition.
So there's where reaction also comes into effect.
Yep.
For those of us who
So-
were discussing that earlier.
So he would be rolling 10 dice too then. Because his initiative or his intuition is 3, and then his initiative is 7, and his reaction is 4.
Intuition.
Oh, intuition. I'm sorry, 7 dice then. And you have 3 hits, right?
Yep.
What are you doing there, man? There you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me.
2 hits.
So 1 gets through, successfully goes through. So you're able to just nudge him a little bit. So he does go back, but he's not going to go flying back.
Does he take damage from that?
Yes.
And did the lady see me?
So it would probably be stun damage, right? Because it was a, it was like a kick, fists, kick, blunts weapons, etc. Do stun damage.
I don't.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Physical damages by guns, explosions, bladed weapons.
Although I feel like you can hit somebody hard enough, if you hit them super hard, you can do physical damage, but if you do enough to exceed the stun threshold, then it'll carry over to physical damage. Like
Well,
a big
I
ass troll
think-
can kill somebody.
Yeah. So they'd already have to be pretty hurt.
Yeah, I don't think he would be stunned right now. He just took a hit, and he got pushed back a square.
Right,
And so now you've got his
it would do a
attention.
point of stun damage. It doesn't make him stunned. To be stunned, you have to have filled up like enough of those stun tracks.
Yeah.
So he would take a point of stun damage, wouldn't he?
I don't think he would take a stun damage. I mean, he takes damage, but I don't think he's stunned yet. is what I'm saying.
There are two types of damage. There's physical damage and there's stun damage. Blunt attacks do stun damage. Physical attacks do physical damage. But just because you took a point of stun damage does not mean you're stunned.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a different type of damage.
Yeah, you have to fill up your stun track before.
So your maximum stun damage you can take before you actually become like knocked unconscious is 8 plus your will divided by 2.
Okay. So you knock him back, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And so he's now, even though he's not going to be able to react, you see him start to go inside of his jacket. All right, who's up next?
That would be Connor.
Yeah. Let's see.
Are you gonna pinch it off?
Well, the thing is it's a Hershey squirt. So, and what happened was, I'm pretty sure this isn't even. I don't even have to take an action for this because when that explosion went off, I fully let everything out.
Oh yeah,
Pretty much.
boom! Just came squirting out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
'cause,
your
I mean,
free action is
it was
dropping a
dumping out.
load and
We have-
cleaning yourself
No,
up.
no. Well, that's what I.
He's
so
not gonna
I don't
clean
think I'm
himself
gonna
up.
clean up.
He's just
yeah.
gonna-
I don't know. I might though. So I have a couple of questions here, and something I need to look at real quick again. So,
Do we all have comm links? I've
Okay.
got a comm link.
You guys should.
I've got
Everybody
a
should have a
cyber
comm link.
Yes.
So I forget. Was it what time of day is it?
Hershey, we
night.
got trouble.
It's really late.
It's
But
really,
Michael
like it's dark
didn't-
out.
Michael didn't say that he was on his comm link letting you know what happened. So the only
I
thing,
know,
I
Okay,
know
yeah.
that there's
Yeah.
a big explosion. That's
That's
yeah.
true. Michael had the initiative, so I
he
can't
had
see
the
anything
initiative.
yet.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't go on
wasn't
the
worried,
comm
he's
link
just
and
charging,
say, "Hey,
man.
get your
I
shit
didn't-
together.
He's
I
just
didn't
going
hear
for
Get
those.
it.
out here."
I didn't hear
You're
those
just
guys
reaction
like
about what
yelling
you
when they
hear.
came in though.
No. If
Okay.
you went to the
can he
bathroom-
do a perception test?
Yeah, do
Not
a
in the bathroom.
perception test to see. I mean, the walls are paper thin, dude. It's
So-
just sheetrock.
So it's dark out though, yeah.
Yeah, it's dark out.
Look. So when you
And-
guys
and what
walked
I'm
in,
aware of is a
you went
large
to the bathroom,
explosion while I'm trying to
and-
poop.
these guys came in while you were in the bathroom. So Michael did not state that he got on his comm link to let you know what's going on.
Okay. Let
You
me
just hear an
check my
explosion,
active
hear people
skill.
screaming, glass breaking,
And
and then you hear this guy just screaming, "What the fuck?"
you should just
Okay,
finish
s-
pooping for your free action.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't even think I should have to spend a free action on pooping at my turn because the explosion happened before we rolled initiative dice, right? I'm pretty sure I cleared my bowels. Like I feel
Look,
like
I'm not
done
saying
with
that
my
you're stuck in the
squirts.
toilet. I'm just saying that your free action is to get out of the room.
Well, okay, yeah, no, I agree. I just I don't think I'm wiping. So, but I
That's
don't.
what-
The thing
that-
is I
that's
might
up to you.
sit here for a second. Though, the thing
This
is,
being
what I'm gonna
recorded.
do-
Oh
What
yeah.
I'm gonna what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna try and hack the lights of the stuffer shack and shut the lights off. I'm not even gonna pull my pants up yet.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Wait a minute. You're gonna try to
That's fine. I'm an elf.
Because you're a decker, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna shut the lights off.
Are you an upper decker?
I'm just lower deckering it right now. So actually, with the explosion, it could have knocked me off the toilet a bit. I could have like side deckered. I could have wall deckered.
Man, do not go in there.
So yeah, that's what I want to shoot for. There is I want to try and see if I can shut the lights off here.
Okay, so here's the thing before you decide to fully do this. If you shut the lights off, who in there can see?
I'm not going
I
to be
don't
able to
know.
see if he shuts the lights
I'm
off.
an
I don't
elf. I've
think.
got low light, or I've got.
I can see.
If he shuts that thing completely, there's not much light, outside light coming in.
I
Okay?
have contacts
have-
with capacity 2 with vision enhancement 2, but I don't know if that gives me. I don't think that gives me
No,
low
it has to say.
light
It has to say
vision.
like low light or thermal.
Look, guys, I got you. Don't worry. Okay. I'm gonna shut the lights off. I guess I can't even say that though. This is what is happening.
Well, no, because
Yeah, we won't know why the lights went on unless
No.
you use your comm link.
it's your turn. You could be on your comm link and saying, what's going on, and then you can let them know what you're going to attempt to do.
Oh, I could have shot the dude.
Yeah, I'm shutting the lights off.
Okay. So
Let's see.
that's not going to be as easy as you think, because somebody is already hacked into the store, and they are. Oh wow! So communications are actually being jammed inside the store already.
So
Okay.
it's going to be an opposed test.
Yeah.
Hacker on hacker violence.
I like how this little starter adventure covers nothing what you guys are doing. They expect you to be shooting it out. I'm like, you're gonna run and do what?
I'm going to go take a dump real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a dump. I'm gonna turn off the light.
Well, why did they give you a Decker if they just want it to be a shootout?
Right?
Of course, the characters we're playing are from a different adventure, so.
Well, no, it still falls into they. I don't think they expected you. I think they expected you to just learn about the basics about initiative and shooting and doing basic little skills. Not, I do.
So
I like your creativity of turning out the lights. So,
yeah,
and
well,
assessing a
especially
situation, being in a vulnerable situation.
well, this
So
is
I will.
yeah. Well, and this is too. I'm in the bathroom and I can't necessarily see. I don't remember. Although, wait, no, I have a photographic memory. Hold on.
Okay, but
Sorry,
you are
'cause
on your.
I- 'cause-
But you're now in the attempt to try to, one, communicate with your team, and two, turn off the lights. But now you discovered that communication is being jammed. So you're gonna have to hack into this person.
He does have a photographic memory. Okay. So I gotta get past their jamming. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay. So, am I?
I'm looking that up. That's something I wasn't really ready for. Okay, the Matrix.
Because
So,
I feel like I should be able to. So they're jamming my connection. Well, then I'm probably.
well, they're just
not-
jamming. They're just
probably
jamming
gonna
all the
go
connection
that.
in there, and you realize that they're not allowing communication.
Well, I'm
to
not
go
trying
on.
to communicate. I'm just trying to hack the lights in this in the.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know that somebody
Yeah,
else is jamming your communications right now, so you can't even talk to your team at the moment.
I don't want to talk to them. They know me. I'm
Okay, so
uncouth.
you're not even going to worry about the communications thing right now. You're just going to work on the lights.
Yeah, I'm uncouth.
Okay, then I don't have. Then you don't have to worry about trying to mess with this guy's because
Yeah. Okay. Good.
at the moment he's not concerned about somebody messing with the lights.
Okay, so I got to get a mark on it, which is a matrix authentication recognition key. If I have 4 marks on a device, I'm recognized as an owner. If I have 3 marks, I'm recognized as an authorized user with different levels of control over the device. Basic hacking activity then is getting marks in order to control devices, place a marker on a device. To place a marker on a device, deckers take a complex action and make a hacking plus logic test with the threshold of the target device's rating. The limit for this test is the rating of the decker's cyber deck. So I don't know what you would place the rating for the lights at.
I guess whatever the basic is, or what? I mean, I thought the decks had numbers that you manipulated.
Well, the limit is going to be the difficulty of this particular store security system or something, right?
Yeah.
So is it like a 2, 3, 4?
The threshold of the target's device rating.
Oh, threshold.
Yeah,
So that's how many
threshold.
successes I need to.
Like a basic threshold for anything is 2. If it's
So-
easy, it's a 1. If it's hard, it's a 4. I mean, that was just kind of like from the basic rules. Like
We'll say this is a 2. I mean, this is like a 7-Eleven. They're not going to have the highest. They're not really protecting much, so. And it's not like the store really would have a lot of money, so. We'll just say it's a 2.
Okay, so it's a hacking plus logic. So my logic is 7, and my hacking. Hacking. It's all nice and alphabetical. Do I not have fucking hacking?
Yeah, because it
Why
can.
would I be a decker without hacking?
Yeah.
Oh, it's under the electronic skill group, I believe, right?
Yep.
So
I think so.
that is an 11. So it's, oh no, but that's my pool there is what that is. So it's I get 11 dice for that. All right. All right.
3 hits.
Okay, so you're in.
Okay, boom. Off
You
go
turn the lights off.
And can I pull my pants up for my free action as well?
Yeah,
All
you're
right,
done going to the bathroom. You
gonna
can
pull my
you can
pants
even
up.
walk out the door.
Okay. How about I crack the door open and because this is a counter here, so
Yep.
I just want to be able to like see.
Yeah,
Well,
you
let's
could do
turn the
that.
lights off. Do you have night?
Yep. I've got
Alright.
Cyber Eyes with the recording unit image link, low light vision, smart link vision enhancement too.
Perfect.
You think
Okay.
I blinded myself?
I didn't think so. I just wanted.
I blinded the shaman is the only one I'm sure of because I'm doubting he has any cyberware, but
I thought Works had. Oh no, he's a dwarf.
really
Dwarves
what it
have-
is I don't know what the fuck's really what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and so I turn the lights off so I can run the
Yeah.
fuck out if I need to.
Yeah, dwarfs have thermographic.
So, and that would be my turn then.
Okay. Sean, you're next. So what are you
Alright.
doing?
I'm gonna get
So
my
now the
battle
lights
mag-
have gone out. People are screaming even more now.
So how does low light vision work in that case then?
So you can see. I mean, if there's any light at all, you can see.
There is some light coming in from
Like
right here
outs-
to the street corner. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some natural light because there's probably a lamppost or two out here or a street light.
Well, this is a back door over here too. I don't know if it's glass though.
That's not a back door. I think it's just a back
Over
door.
there.
Oh, it's at a room. Oh, I wasn't reading this right.
Yeah, there's a
before.
back door way over here.
Oh, way over here. Okay.
Behind another door. Alright, well, so with my low light, I can get line of sight to, say, Thug 2
Okay.
to blast him with a mana bolt.
All right.
Mana bolt, which is line of sight, instantaneous, drain, F-3. So let's see. I'm gonna roll 7 dice. Let's go. Let's go force 7. Why not?
Okay.
Or 7. What? Hey, weenie.
That's a, oh, yeah, that's right. I could. Well, no, I can only go force 6 because my magic rating's only 3. So sorry.
What are you running?
I gotta redo that.
Oh, you're a shaman.
Sorry, I gotta redo that because I'm just trying to hack. Magic is, yeah, only 3 on this guy for whatever reason.
What
So
the crap?
force.
What kind of crappy shaman are you?
Yep. You tried to
no.
power. All right. Yeah. Well.
Oh, no, but it wouldn't affect my. I still roll 7 dice because that's what my ability is. So I rolled 1 hit.
You were 1 hit on the mana bolt.
Well done,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
So no chance that I'm going to overload my brain with
Yeah.
a 1.
Determine the effect.
All right, so they need to do willpower. I think they have to roll their willpower just to try and stop that hit. Thug
Okay,
2.
so you hit Thug 1.
Thug
Stevie.
2 is who I was aiming for.
Oh, Thug 2. Okay.
Because he's in the front there.
So his will is 3, so he'll get 3 dice. I know I shouldn't be saying that out to you guys, but I'm just...
That's fine. We're
Well,
not
once
holding
I
it
s-
against you.
Well, yeah,
Well-
you're rolling the dice in front of us, so yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
the other thing
we're
is...
learning. We're trying to
Yeah.
learn
Yeah,
how this
it'll help
works.
us all.
So I have
Oh,
it.
he got a
1
hit.
success.
You bastard.
Yep. So he takes the hit. And he's like, ugh. And he
But he
kind of
just
turns
shrugs
around
it
to
off.
look at his shaman, and he kind of hit, as he's going for his weapon, and is looking at him like, "You gonna do something about this?" So
And then I
the
have to do a drain check,
yes,
which is force -3 on that spell, and I use force 7, so that's 4. And so that's the threshold is 4. And it's my charisma plus my willpower, so that's 10 dice. One, two, three, four, 5, 7. Holy shit, I rolled 7 hits.
nice.
And I rolled out on the other end of it.
Yeah,
Alright, no drain.
no drain indeed.
So what would you roll if what would you have had to roll to get drain?
Under 4.
Yep.
Because it was the force that I used to cast the spell was 7,
Uh-huh.
and the spell says that the drain is force -3, so that means my threshold that I needed to hit was a 4.
So
if
you
I
needed to
rolled-
get 4 hits to not get drain.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
thank you.
All right, so what was the next initiative? Tori's at 10. What was the bad guy?
It's
at?
the
The
dwarf.
shaman, he had
Yeah.
an 11, and then goes the other one. So you went before him, and then
So now the shaman.
so the shaman, the shaman, he's going to cast a spell. So I got the spell casting. He's got but then the other one is it's spell casting plus magic, which is force, and the force number is where?
The force number is how much force you want to put into the spell.
You get to choose
It
that.
can't be more than double your magic.
So up to double
He's
your
going to
magic.
do force of 1, because what he's going to do is he's going to cast an ice sheet, basically where Michael is forward. So to cast the spell,
So that means it's gonna be like a 1 meter ice sheet.
actually we'll do 2. We'll just cover these 2 spots in front. No, actually we gotta go further. 1, 2, 4. So these 3 in this square. Because it says so it says the range is line of sight.
What's the area? The
What type
area
of
is
spell is
related to
it?
force, right?
It's it's an area effect, and it just says instant crossing an ice requires agility plus reaction test.
I'm pretty sure
Threshold equals to hits to avoid falling.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the area for area of effects is related to force. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
I can't remember for sure now.
Some spells target areas or points in space. In this case, the caster must be able to see the center of the area affected. The base radius for all area spells is the force in meters.
Force in meters. Okay, thank you.
So a force 1 is 1. radius.
He's
was
gonna
that-
go for it. He's gonna max
It's
it
a
out a
2
little
meter
bit because
diameter.
Oh, it's the diameter. Oh no,
so
the radius.
it's the radius. So a 1 meter radius is a 2 meter diameter.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah.
so it would be what, force 2 to cover these 4 spots, these 4 squares?
Well, no. So if you dropped it right here, the radius would be a circle like that.
Yeah, he'll do it like that, just to cover anybody coming in at him.
And Mike Blue's standing there.
Yep. So I rolled the spellcasting plus magic, but it says the force. So where do I look that up? The force?
Force is what you choose. It can be up to 2 times his magic. So if his magic is 6, you could choose a force from between 1 and 12.
Okay, because its spellcasting is 3, and then what's the other number I'm looking for? I'm looking for his magic.
Magic plus his spellcasting is going to be how many dice you roll, and then the force of the spell is however strong you want it to be cast at. Which for that area you only need a force of 1, and so then you're going to roll whatever his magic plus his spellcasting abilities are. That many dice, and any 5 or a 6 is going to be a success.
So under quality, they just put magician, and there's no other number behind it.
But there's also a limit to the force of the spell.
So how do you determine someone's magic level?
Spellcasting is...
It's their magic level is magic is an attribute.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Okay. This is weird because it has skills, so counterspelling 2, perception 2, pistols 2,
So it's going to be
spellcasting 3, and then
gonna be up
underneath
with
it just
body
says
and-
magician.
It's going to be up there with body, agility, reaction, strength.
Yeah,
willpower,
what are his
logic,
attributes?
charisma, magic, edge, essence. Or magic maybe looks like it's the last one.
Yeah, M is the very last one on my pre-made sheet. After edge is M on mine. It's probably going to be a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, because
mine's only
on the
3,
sheet
so-
I'm looking at, for me, it says edge. He's got 1 point of edge, and then I guess it's essence, so he has a 6 for essence. So is that his magic?
No.
Everybody
So
has
there's
a
going to be an M on
You need
either
an-
side of those.
Yeah, M somewhere.
No, there's not.
And he has
So
no
he's
magic.
not a ma- so
Not
he
a
can't
shaman.
cast. He's not actually a shaman. He's a poser.
He's a poser.
Well, he's a poser who can cast spells.
Well,
There's
give
gotta
him
be
3
an M
magic like I
somewhere.
got.
Okay,
I'm a shaman. I got 3 magic.
all right. So spellcasting plus magic. So he gets to roll 6 dice.
Well, I'm a combat mage and I have 6 magic, so...
Right, but I'm a shaman and he's a shaman.
Well, let's look. This other street
I think
shaman.
that's-
Yeah, this street shaman has 3.
The street
just
shaman
weird
in
how
this
they wouldn't
other-
put that in my-
this other starter rules has 5 magic.
No,
I'm
just
not-
go
why
with
am I
3.
not playing that good?
You're not playing against that guy, indeed. All right, so I need 5s. Did I get anything?
Oh no, I do have 5 magic. I made a typo.
Okay.
I read it wrong.
All right, so I have 2 successes. So
you
the
should
spell
go
hits.
5 then.
So this area right here is now icy.
Your net successes are
Behind
going to
me
be
or
1
under
though,
me?
because the limit of the spell is 1 because the force it was cast with was 1. Just saying.
I don't understand what you just said, Connor.
So that's why I wanted to say that, so we could point. This is what we were talking about earlier. So the spell was cast with a force of 1, which that sets the limit for the spell as well, and the limit is the maximum number of successes you can get. It's the limit.
Oh,
of
okay.
successes.
All right, all right.
So he has
So
1 success.
I would've done
even though
4.
even though
I
he
would have
rolled-
done 4, so he's got a drain of 4.
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to point this out so that we know how it works.
No, that's good. I mean,
so
this
then-
game is, like I
So
said,
then at a force of 1, the maximum successes could have been 1. but you could still have lower than that if you don't have over it. It's just the limit of successes you can have for your net successes.
So it's going to be a 2-meter radius.
It's going to be a 4-meter radius.
I thought he got 2 hits.
I did get 2 hits.
No, the area is dictated by the force of the spell.
So I did a 4.
So, then that would a 4 force would then make it a 4-meter radius.
But I only got 2 hits, though.
So is there any it's not opposed though, right? So
I don't think so. Not on this. He's just doing something.
Frickin' where did it go that I just read it?
I don't think you can oppose him making
The
the
area
ground
spell,
icy.
the base radius for all area spells is the force in meters. Jesus,
But I'm sure. I thought you could
opposed
counter
to
something.
Spells cast on living or magic targets are often resisted. For area spells, the magician rolls only once, and each target resists the spell separately. As previously noted, the target resists physical spells of body. If the target is also protected by counterspelling, she may add counterspelling dice to the resistance test. The spell cast on a non-living, non-magic target is not resisted, as the object has no life force and thus no connection to mana. So if you're just casting it on the ground, there's nobody there, then it's not opposed.
Michael's
so
there.
Oh,
Michael's affected by it, but then
So,
the
but
rest
he'll
of the
be-
area still gets icy. So
Well,
I guess he rolls
well,
up.
but I don't
He-
think
his
yeah, I don't know that
opposing
he's
roll
actually
is against
affected by
falling
it, though.
down.
Yeah, because he's not affected by the
Yeah.
casting of it. It's not like freezing his feet, right? It's just going.
Yeah,
underneath
no,
his
it's not
feet.
freezing his feet. It's just making it icy, slippery
Yeah,
right here.
so then I don't think that I don't think that's he wouldn't oppose the actual.
No,
spell
his opposing would be to slip and fall, not to
Yeah,
the
after he
casting
moves.
itself.
Yeah, because it
Got that?
says
You got that gymnastics.
crossing
right?
ice requires agility plus reaction threshold equal to the number of hits. So we know that there's. I'll write that down. That there's 2 hits off that spell.
But the threshold was 1, so there's actually only 1 hit, right?
Yep. Unless you want it to be bigger, a bigger.
No,
area.
I was gonna make it bigger for 4.
So then it would be, but then it would also be a much larger circle.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Okay.
it'll affect your own guys as well. Unless you're going to move the target of it.
well, no, then I would have moved it to where it won't affect the 2 thugs, but then come out this far.
Alright, so this is a 1-meter radius disc here. Let me make it into a...
And so all I would want this to be is to cover. All I wanted to do was cover these 4 squares. That's all he wanted to do.
Right, well then you just need one.
One
Then that would
forward.
just be a 1 force spell.
Okay. All right, so I'll roll these dice to see if he.
Well, what's... You probably don't have to roll any dice. Oh, no, you'll
For drain.
2.
For drain,
drain
he's
is
good.
always 2, yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's a 1 force ice spell, and now it's Tori's turn.
Your
Okay.
drain is always a minimum of 2. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, drain is always at
Yep.
least 2.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get on my comms and ask for a sit rep.
I hear the orc growling.
Can I do that as
Okay.
a free action?
Yes, but as you get on your comm, you realize that your communications are being jammed.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
This kid.
So I'm gonna yell out. Can I still? Is that it for my free action? Can I yell too?
That's a free action. You can yell.
So
You can
so I
talk.
want to yell like, "Hey, comms are down,"
Okay.
so everyone is aware, so that
Can we
Connor in the
reply?
bathroom can fix the comms for us.
Should I roll a perception check? Did I hear?
Plus, who
Sorry.
turned off the fucking lights? Excuse my language.
I can hear you just fucking fine, dude. What do we need comms for?
Wait, no, you can't. Not through all the chaos that's going on right now.
Yeah. So anyway, so I scream, "Comms
Then why are
down!"
you yelling?
I'm screaming
Because
comms
he's yelling
down.
so you could hear that the comms are down, like you said, to give
But
you
if
a
I
hint.
can hear him, then we don't need the comms, at least not for
Well,
communication.
now we know we need to yell. That's all. I'm just putting it out
You
there.
need you need your comms up, so if you
Okay.
want to communicate without anybody else hearing you.
Don't worry. Don't worry, guys.
Okay. Uh, Hershey Squirt Upper Decker. I was gonna yell pooper, but what I want to do is I'm gonna do my combat sense spell, which I don't really understand how to do that.
All right, let's.
So combat sense is on page 288. It's a sustained spell, and it's gonna help me out, give me some bonuses for some surprise tests and stuff, and for attack and for when I'm getting attacked. So I'm assuming I mean I don't need much force for that, right? Like I could just do a force of 1.
Well, it seems like the force is probably gonna affect some things. I don't know where the spell description is. Probably the length of it, right?
The spell
At
description
least.
is on page 288 in my book, probably 286 in your book. The actual page is 286.
Oh, because you're playing somebody from the other rule set that we're not supposed to be using because this is the quick start rules. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let me see then. 286, you say?
Yes. I asked permission of the GM beforehand.
Okay, combat sense.
Basically, every hit you get adds 1 die for reaction on surprise tests.
Okay.
And also so basically each hit you get adds a die. So if you only roll it at a force 1, you're only gonna the maximum number of extra dice you can get with it is 1.
So how does the sustained part of it work?
Sustain means that you have to take 2 off of future spell dice, spell casting rolls.
If you want to sustain it, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, well, let me see.
Adds 1 die for reaction on surprise tests, and also to rolls made when defending against range and melee attacks as long as the spell remains in effect. Wow, that's pretty tough for so somebody shoots at you and you're gonna get extra dice on your
Yes, exactly.
test. That's pretty tight.
So I have a magic of 6. So I'm just gonna roll 12 dice. I'm gonna do force 12,
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah, but no. Though. So but think about this though, because that's your threshold for your drain later, brother.
That's not how
Okay.
many dice you roll, though. That's force.
Yeah, that's the force of that's how like.
Dice is magic plus your skill casting skill.
Yeah.
So what do you think I should go 6 then, maybe?
No. There's 2 separate things happening here. There's the amount of dice you're gonna roll.
Okay, the amount.
Magic
Let's figure out how
plus
many
your
dice I'm
skill.
gonna roll first.
So what's your magic score?
I have a 6 magic score, and I have a spell casting of 5.
So that means you're gonna roll 11 dice. Now the limit that you're gonna set is the amount of force, and the force is also gonna impact the crackback that you might get.
So the limit then is the number of successes you get is how many extra dice you're gonna get, and the maximum extra dice you're gonna get is gonna be limited by the amount of force you use.
But if I use a higher force,
Yeah, so we figured out.
then do I have a higher chance of getting drained?
Yes.
Yeah, so that'll be the threshold. That'll be the number of successes you have to get on your drain test to not have drain.
Well, and what is the spell? Yeah, because the spell is straight up force for drain.
Yep. So you probably don't want to cast if you only have 11 dice to roll. You don't want to force a 12 because you can't even roll 12 successes.
So maybe like a force of, I don't know, 3? 4? I don't know. I don't really quite get it.
Force 3 sounds reasonable.
Would be safe. Would be pretty safe.
Okay, well I want to be safe, and let's do that. So we're gonna use a force of 3. So I roll my 11 dice.
Yep.
I have lots of
and you got 7
successes.
hits. So you got basically you hit what you're trying to do. You needed to get at least. Wait, no, you needed to get.
At least one.
Yeah, but the most you could get was 3. So,
So
you
I-
got
so I
you
have-
got your maximum.
So I got
So you got-
combat sense of 3 now.
Yes.
Okay. So is that all I
Now
can
you
do
have to
this
roll-
turn?
No,
Oh no, no I do. No, I do. Now I roll for drain.
Yeah, so drain is going to be your. Are you hermet?
I'm
Or a
hermetic.
shaman.
I'm hermetic.
So that is going to. So the dice you roll for drain is going to be your logic plus your willpower. That's how many dice you roll.
Okay.
And you want to get at least 3 hits not to get drained, because that was the force setting that you used. We're getting it down. I think we're gonna have to play a bit to really get smooth with this stuff.
It is. That's why, you know, I mean,
All right.
I have the main rule book coming in a couple of days, and I'll be able. But I just want to have a run through with these basic adventures.
All right.
here,
I got 3
the
hits.
missions.
And what happens if you do get drained? I didn't get drained, but what happens if you do get drained?
You take stun damage most of the time, but in it
Oh yeah.
may
Okay.
take physical damage.
I remember.
Yeah.
Now. All right. And is that all I can do then?
Yep, that was your turn. You got your enhanced combat sense.
So what was he doing now?
He
I
was
activated
casting
my
a spell on
combat.
himself to make
I'm
him.
sorry, I'm looking through like multiple rules. Like I got like 2 different books open.
I cast my combat sense spell on myself, which gives me extra die against when I'm being attacked or when I'm being
Okay, cool.
surprised.
All right. Okay. So I believe it's now the Doug's turn.
Yeah.
All right. So the first thug that Michael had hit as he was reaching into his jacket while all this was going on, he pulls out his Ares Predator 5,
Bastard.
and he's going to take some shots at Michael because, you know, he didn't appreciate being pushed, and it's payback, bitches. So,
Michael's right there in his face. Good thing Michael's thugly.
yep.
So I have 1 offensive spell and a couple knives.
Nice, brother.
You are a heck of a shaman.
Well, and I have a med kit, and I have the heal spell. So there we go. Oh, and I can cast the entertainment spell. Would you guys like to be entertained during our combat?
I
Please.
think no, that's why I turned the lights off, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a disco up in here. Use the hell out of them.
Range attack is determined.
I feel like I already won, basically.
You did. You turned the lights off.
Yeah.
I got my combat sense going, so I'm a winner.
Yeah, because there will be a modifier to this guy for being able to shoot in
Low light.
not in the dark because he's trying to figure out what's going on, but he does remember that there's somebody in front of him. So that's who he's shooting at.
Well, yeah, Michael's like point blank range there.
Pretty much.
But I'm also a cyborg.
It's true too. You got to factor in the intimidation. Plus, he just got knocked, which might jar his aim or something.
Okay, so combat. So it says combat skills plus attributions.
So he's pulling
guy
a
doesn't
gun,
have
so
a
it's going to
combat
be
skill.
ranged.
So he's got pistols 3,
Yep.
and
That
then
sounds
that's
applicable
added,
to
and
his
then
Pistol.
It's-
Yeah.
I believe
Go
it's
ahead, Sean.
agility. It's agility plus
Yeah.
pistols.
okay. All right, so I'll be rolling 8 dice.
Plus, is smart links and stuff to those? Is that? a
Yeah, he doesn't
bonus
have
on
any of
right?
that. They didn't. Thank God they didn't add all that stuff.
Did I do my thing wrong then?
Partial light on the Game Master screen I'm looking at is like -2.
-2 dice.
Or low light 0. Partial light,
So
normal,
what would be the
partial light.
modifier? Would he lose 2 dice?
Oh, yeah, partial light -2, yeah.
All right, so he'll lose 2 dice on
No,
this.
there's no partial light. Low light, I can only see because I've got.
Well, in partial light conditions, if you're normal, then you get a -2. If you get
But if
low
you have
light,
low
you get
light vision-
0. If you
Okay,
get
so it would still
thermograph,
be partial because remember, I
Oh
did
yeah, because
say
they're
that
they're by
light,
the door.
yeah,
and
there's
Michael's
still
right.
light coming in, and he knows that Michael's in front in his face. So we'll just subtract 2. And let me make sure that this guy doesn't.
yeah, I mean, you might even say -1 because Michael's right there.
Yeah, let's make it easy. What are you trying to do, man? Who team are you on?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
trying
the
to.
guy who casts his own spell on
I'm trying to
himself.
make it,
You know
as
what? I
realistic
do
as
like that.
possible.
So I will only subtract 1. No, it's still partial light,
Okay.
and there is still chaos going on, and the lights went out, so it did take this guy by surprise. So if you guys continue to stay in that lighted area, no, it's still 2 because that's the rules. All right, so here we go. It looks like he's got 2 hits,
Okay,
and then you got to make an opposed check to defend yourself.
So does that what my was it reaction?
Well, it says reaction plus intuition plus some minus modifiers.
Okay, so my reaction in parentheses is 8. Intuition is 3, so that is 11. And then
Yeah.
any modifiers? So
There's no modifiers I would think of right now to.
because I have all this augmentation on me, I don't know if that's been added.
I don't think so because
What
you're
the
being
number of
shot at.
parentheses is.
Okay.
That's
So you just
Reaction
roll your 11.
plus intuition combined with any modifiers. So what kind of
Okay, so
modifiers
this-
might you have?
But the modifiers might be like something like you're tied down, and so you might get like
Yeah,
minus
appropriate. It
5.
says appropriate
Right, and that would
wounds,
be less
environment.
dice.
Oh wait. So
Range
he's on the
combat
ice.
modifiers. Attacker in melee combat -3. Attacker in moving vehicle. Oh, that's for the attacker, not for the defender. So he should get an extra minus. I mean, we don't
He
have to
should
go
have
back
had
and
a minus
redo it,
zero
but
there, yeah.
but yeah, he's in melee combat.
But I think the modifier would be because he's on the ice, he is moving out or attempting to move out of the way, being shot at. So
So that might
I
be
think
the
first he'd
modifier.
have to make
Nice, yeah.
a reaction
Okay,
test to
here's-
avoid falling
Here's some
while you're being
defense
shot at.
modifiers table.
So maybe I'll fall. What do I need for that one?
So it's agility plus reaction test, and you just have to beat the force of the spell. We said was 1,
1.
right?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah. So you just it's agility
12. Okay, so
and
agility plus
reaction test.
in the parentheses.
Oh, equal to the number of hits. So you have to beat it. You have to. So in this, are you tying, or do you have to beat the number?
It's tie. It's tie.
Okay, so you just
Well,
have to
the
get 2
tie
hits.
goes to the defender.
Okay, so you just need
Yeah.
2 hits.
So okay.
You roll 11 dice, and then you need 2.
Wait, so
Over
is it
5.
wait, I thought you said it was agility and reaction.
Well, it says it's based off of agility plus reaction.
Okay, so then I get 15.
Okay.
No, he's not gonna hit you. Where'd you get this sledge? Where'd sledge come from?
It's from the base box.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. This is not me rolling, I'm just gathering them so I can do this.
So that doesn't count?
Was that you rolling?
That was
This
him
was,
rolling.
like,
2 hits.
1-6. Oh, it says right on it the hits. Oh, I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
I
that.
put in a script so that it would tell us.
Nice. You did a really good job on this. Okay, so you're slipping and sliding, but you regain your balance, and he misses you while cursing.
and I have armor, so
Slip, slide in.
Okay, the other guy, Crank, he also at the
Wait, which-
time was going down. He was going into his little he was grabbing for his weapon, and he pulls out an AK-97 assault rifle,
Oh,
and
well,
he takes a shot at you. So
Face
once
shot?
again, roll a reaction test to see if you slip on the ice.
Right. I'm gonna roll now. This is just some gathering.
Oh, you know what I gotta do?
5 hits.
Okay, so on both these tests, you don't slip on the ice, but you still need to make your defensive for the first 2 hits. So you have to make one more roll before I roll a hit with this guy. Because the
Okay.
first test was just to see if he slipped.
So this is the second roll then?
Yeah, that's your second roll for. Yeah, we can count this. So how many hits?
That was 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think
So
you're
you're
all
gonna be
right.
rolling 11 dice every time somebody tries to shoot
No,
you.
15.
Jesus. And this is the starter box guy.
Yeah. I mean, unless okay, so there are 2 numbers for each thing. For
Super.
agility, it says
That seems a
5.
lot. I think
Well,
we're doing something wrong.
He's got a lot of augmentations on him.
Oh,
Like
wait
a
a minute.
lot.
So are you looking at the skill and looking at the a number from that and the number to the right of that, like in parentheses? Because that is like the pool that you're getting, including your attribute rating already.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So should I be using the first one or the second one?
So, like when I look at my con skill, it says con 3, and then in brackets it says 6, because that's taking into account my charisma of 3 already inside the brackets.
So the number inside the brackets is plus the relevant attribute. So it's already calculated for you in the brackets.
Yeah, so if you're adding the number in the brackets to your attribute, then you're doubling your attributes.
Yeah, so you need to
No.
re-roll.
I'm rolling. So you said agility and reactions. There's 2 numbers.
No. It's the defender rolls reaction plus intuition.
Oh, I thought you said agility.
Agility was for the if you're
Shooting.
sliding on the
All right,
ice.
so then I gotta re-roll. I gotta re-roll
So
that one then.
so both tests for the ice you pass. Okay. So now you're gonna roll for the first time being shot at.
Okay, and
Wait.
that's
That's
reaction and
reaction
Intuition.
and intuition.
okay.
See if you get hit.
So
And
that's 11.
So it's your reaction is the one that has the number in parentheses, right?
Yeah. So 8 is in the parentheses.
Yeah, and that's what you're. Yeah.
That's the augmented reaction time, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dang, that's a lot of dice, dude. You're never gonna get hit.
Boys,
I'm gonna get hit
skill is
left
a
and right. My
die.
reaction sucks.
Yeah. So here, just get these out of the way.
Well, it's annoying that only the person hosting the game can be the dungeon master,
All right. So I got 2
technically.
hits.
But oh well.
Don't worry, this system will work. And besides, we're just here to have fun and relax and just play a game. So it's not a big issue about who has control over, the maps or whatever.
Well, you
Okay.
know who has control of it.
I mean, because if I want to, I can buy dice and roll off screen, but I'd rather do it in front of you guys. It's not a.
And if you don't want us to see them, you can always roll them in your little orange.
No, I'm
Not
good
sure
with
if
rolling it. I'm good with rolling it where you guys can see. So when I make that amazing roll. All right, so you only have how many dice to defend yourself, Michael? 8?
2. Oh no, I have 11.
You have 11. Okay. All right, roll those to see if you get hit off the first guy.
I already rolled it, so I got 2.
You got 2?
Yeah, 2 hits.
Okay. So you add the attacker's net hit damage value of the weapon to determine the modifier damage. Okay, so this guy missed. All right, so then the second person, he's going to be an assault rifle. So
About to get blasted with an assault rifle, man. All for some baby mama drama.
Yeah, no doubt.
And why is
So
this lady moving?
All right, so he'll be rolling 6 dice to see if he hits you.
Are you kidding? Because she didn't have a toilet to empty her bowels in when this all started.
They're diapers. Oh, she forgot diapers.
They're
Just
baby-sized
okay.
diapers.
The
though.
second one is just 1 hit.
All right, so let me roll for 3.
What the hell?
Oh,
So you got 2
Two.
saves, so he
You got a
missed.
glitch, though.
Why is the line so huge?
That's what she said.
Okay, so that's the first turn. So now I go to range.
All right, 1 round of combat complete. 2 hours later.
Yeah, it really is 2 hours.
There's some learning. There might be a little learning curve.
It's just a bit. Just a bit. Wow. That is 2 hours later. We can save it at this point, I guess, and then continue tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah, it's...
sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I can still go. I don't know what everybody else's schedule is like, so.
I got a thing called the
But I
job.
think maybe we should call it at this point
Yeah.
Okay.
with 1
That
round.
seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Dumps and casting spells.
you haven't slipped in the ice yet.
Yep.
Connor got a hack from the toilet.
I'm claiming an MVP. I pulled my pants up afterwards, guys.
Hmm.
Keep that in mind.
I'm the only one who's protecting the lady.
All right, looks like we're going to wrap this episode up right here. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We're probably going to do part 2. I don't know when. Tomorrow, maybe? I'm not sure. But make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out. And until next time, take it easy.